Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we're going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Johnny joined Terry Silver during the events of Cobra Kai Season 5, Part 3? If you haven't seen the previous parts, I would recommend you go watch them before continuing this one. So in this timeline, Johnny would still show up at Daniel's house, and everyone would be surprised to see him. Johnny would say that he made a mistake by joining Silver, and that he was here to help take him down. He would say that Cobra Kai was turning his students into something he didn't want them to be, but Chosen and Mike wouldn't trust Johnny, but Daniel would decide to give Johnny a second chance. So Johnny would want to talk to Miguel and Robbie, and he would want to convince them to come back to Miyagi-Do. Miguel and Robbie would be confused. Johnny would remind Miguel that he once told him he didn't want to stop learning Miyagi-Do. He would say that Silver couldn't be trusted, but Robbie would say that Terry Silver was a good person and that he really helped him. But Johnny would remind Robbie how he used to say that about Daniel, and he would remind Robbie of all the good things Daniel had done for him. He would say how Cobra Kai was brainwashing them and turning them into someone who can't control their anger, and this would remind Robbie of Kenny. Miguel would tell Johnny that he was going to be by his side no matter what. Robbie would be hesitant, but he would agree with Miguel, so Miguel and Robbie would rejoin Miyagi-Do, and the events of Season 5 would continue. Hawk would be mad seeing Miguel and Robbie in Miyagi-Do, but Miguel would apologize to Hawk for everything that he did. Hawk would forgive Miguel, and they would be friends again, but he wouldn't trust Robbie. Johnny would go to the Cobra Kai dojo, and he would make a similar speech to the one Robbie made in the original timeline, but in this timeline, Johnny's former Eagle Fang students would go with Johnny, and the events of Season 5 would continue. Terry Silver would be mad, and he would want to get revenge on Johnny, so Terry Silver would send his senseis to Johnny's house to attack him. So Silver senseis would show up, and they would start fighting Johnny. And in this timeline, Johnny would have a hard time fighting back, so the senseis would get the upper hand, and they would beat Johnny. The rest of the Miyagi-Do senseis would hear what happened to Johnny, so Mike would want to get revenge on Terry Silver. So Mike, Chosen, and Daniel would show up at Terry Silver's house, and they would want to avenge Johnny. So much like in the original timeline, they would start fighting off the senseis, but in this timeline, they would stand a better chance, and they would start beating the senseis. This is when the police would show up, and they would arrest the Miyagi-Do senseis for trespassing and aggravated assault. So in this timeline, Cobra Kai would remain open, and Terry Silver would never be exposed, and he would continue training his students, and the events of Season 5 would carry on. Cobra Kai would continue to expand and grow, and that is where I'm going to end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Johnny joined Terry Silver during the events of Cobra Kai Season 5? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.